Israel Adesanya has won one of his last 4 fights in the UFC. I think it's safe to say that he's washed, especially in the middleweight division. Look, he's had all title fights for a while now, but he lost to Alex Pereira, beat him in the rematch, and has lost his last 2 fights. He's on a 2-fight losing streak for the first time in his career, which is not great. And I don't know what's next for Israel Adesanya. I wasn't staying up all night to watch all that, but I watched like the conference and all that, and Israel said he's not moving up to light heavyweight, and he says, "I'm sticking around. I'm not going anywhere." But what's actually there for him in the middleweight division? Like actually, because he's not beating Dricus again. He cannot get another title shot straight away because he's lost 2 in a row. He's not beating Strickland either. So what is he actually going to do in the middleweight division? Because if he keeps on losing, he's just going to harm his legacy even more. Because he's 13-4 in the UFC, which it's not bad, but it's not amazing either. He's already hurt his legacy badly with these 2 losses. Because it was pretty good with, even though he lost to Pereira, he avenged it. He was pretty good there, but with these 2 losses now, it's really bad for his legacy. So if he keeps on trying to fight for the belt, he's just going to keep on losing, and he's going to keep on taking away from his legacy. I think he should move up and fight at 205, but then again, he's not beating Pereira either, but he has more of a chance at 205. He'll leave his middleweight legacy like as it is. So if he loses at 205, that's not really going to do anything to his middleweight legacy. But he's not beating Pereira, I don't think, but he can get that rematch and he can still have that title shot because of the history. So he could win one fight at light heavyweight and then get the title shot, which would be a lot better than at middleweight, where he has to have like maybe 2 or 3 more fights to get back to where he needs to be. At middleweight, he can either go for the belt again and keep on trying to work his way back up, but I just think that's a bad idea because he's just going to keep on losing to the same people. And that's just going to harm his legacy so much, which I've already said. He could stick around for fun fights, which is what I think he should do. If he's not gonna retire, he should stick around for fun fights. I've seen some people saying that if Yuri moves down, Yuri versus Adesanya would be a good fight, which I think it would be a great fight. And I think that fights like that would be what's good for Adesanya's career now, because he can still get good wins against people who aren't like top title contenders. Like he could beat Paulo Costa in a rematch. He could beat he could beat a few of the higher ranked middleweights who aren't gonna challenge for the title and get good wins. You know, like an Edson Barboza is for Khabib. Wins that are good for his legacy that aren't necessarily like amazing, but you'll look at them and say that's a good win. So I think that's what Israel should do from now on, especially if he's not going to retire, which I think would probably be the best idea at this point for his legacy anyway, because he's lost to a couple, and if he retired now, you could say, oh, he was just declining at this point, and you wouldn't count these too much towards his legacy. But if he keeps on going, then if he wins a few and then loses a few, it'll be like Aldo losing to Volkan Holloway. He'd still be in his prime but losing, and that takes away from his legacy. But yeah, anyway, that's it.